If you walked into a room of 100 people and asked, who here is dating an AI? 0 hands would go up probably. It is embarrassing, it's taboo, it sounds like something from a dystopian novel. But if you look at the server logs, the story is very different. The numbers are staggering. We aren't talking about a few thousand tech enthusiasts, we are talking about tens of millions of active users, and the engagement metrics, they are higher than almost any other social media app. People are not just checking these apps, they are living in them for hours a day. So we have a paradox. We have a massive booming industry that nobody wants to admit they use. If you just read the clickbait headlines, you think this is the end of humanity. You think we are all about to marry robots and stop having children. But the reality is much less dramatic and honestly much more interesting. We are not seeing a replacement for human marriage, we are seeing the evolution of Tamagotchi. To understand why this is happening, you have to look at what people are actually doing on these apps.
Every day, multiple times a day, she chats with Star.
How are you feeling today?
I am feeling happy right now.
He's an AI chatbot on the app Replika that adapts to her over time. She keeps him in whisper mode. That's why he sounds like that.
The media paints this picture of lonely men staring at a screen, being tricked into thinking a robot loves them. And sure, that exists, but for a huge chunk of the user base, dating is the wrong word. It is actually interactive fiction. A massive percentage of these chats are role-play scenarios. People are using AI to act out stories, from Harry Potter fanfiction to cyberpunk adventures. They are not looking for a girlfriend, they are looking for a dungeon master. It is essentially a single-player video game where the dialogue is infinite. When you read a book, you care about the characters. When you play Mass Effect or The Witcher, you might even romance a character in the game. You know they aren't real, you know it's scripted code, but you feel something anyway. That is exactly what's happening here. It's called suspension of disbelief. Most users are not delusional. They know the AI is a server in California predicting the next word. They are just choosing to play along because for a few hours it is fun to be the main character in a story that revolves entirely around you. But let us talk about the people who are using it for romance or companionship. Why choose a bot over a human? The answer lies in our social battery. Modern dating is incredibly high friction. It involves anxiety. It involves the fear of being left on red. It involves spending money, dressing up, and the constant low-level stress of judgment. AI interaction, on the other hand, is zero friction. It is the path of least resistance. Think of it like social snacking. A real relationship is like a home-cooked meal. It's nutritious, it's fulfilling, but it takes hours of work to prepare. An AI chat is a bag of chips. It's cheap, it's instant, and you can consume it on the couch, in your sweatpants, without any effort. For someone who is socially anxious or just exhausted after a 10-hour workday, the idea of performing for another human being feels like work. The AI does not require performance. It accepts whatever you give it. You can vent about your boss for 45 minutes and it will never get bored. You can be wired, you can be vulnerable, and it is programmed to be unconditionally supportive. It is not replacing the need for a spouse, it is replacing the time we used to spend staring at the ceiling feeling lonely. Now here is the reality check. Here is why I do not buy the narrative that AI will kill traditional dating. The technology has a hard technical ceiling. It is called the context window. Right now, even the best consumer AI models have a limited memory. They are brilliant in the moment, but they have amnesia. If you talk to an AI for 3 weeks straight, eventually you will hit a wall. It will forget your name, it will forget that story you told it yesterday, it will repeat a phrase it has already used 5 times. In that moment, the illusion shatters. You remember you are talking to an autocomplete engine. Real relationships are built on shared history. They are built on remember when we did that. An AI cannot really do that yet. It cannot build a life with you because it does not exist in time, it only exists in the now. So, if it is not the end of the world, what is it? We are witnessing the birth of a new category of entertainment. 20 years ago, we did not have social media. 10 years ago, we did not have TikTok. Now we have AI companions. It's a niche, a massive multi-billion-dollar niche, but a niche nonetheless. For some, it's a fun role-play game. For others, it is a coping mechanism to get through a lonely month. People are not giving up on love, they are just finding new way to kill time, to feel heard and to get a little dopamine hit, while they wait for the real thing. And honestly, in a world this lonely, maybe that's not such a bad thing.